Here we go. So,
Okay.
so we have 15, 20 minutes. I'd love to have it make a difference, and I'd love to know what would make a difference for you in this time period.
Well, what would make a difference for me is really going out and starting my life coaching business. Yeah, just make a difference of how to start, where to, do I need to talk to somebody about finances? Can I just start? Can I, it's like, I almost feel stuck because there's just so many things I don't know what to do, where to start, that I'm sort of stuck and I'm not doing.
Great.
And I, with the one-to-one, I mean, I would love that. And then it brings me into an area with other coaches and just being connected in community and networking. But then it's like, okay, I'm doing that, but then what? To really launch. So what I really want to do is launch my business. So.
Well, great. So I have an idea.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
And that would be that we'd get an idea of what your business would look like 2 years from now.
Okay.
And then we'd work our way back. Would that be fun?
Just envisioning.
Yeah. Would that be fun?
Yeah.
And
That'd be
then
great.
we could actually have you walk away with action steps. But I want to make sure that's what you'd like. Because we can go after this any which way.
Yeah. I understand that.
Yeah?
That would be, it's a good place to start. Because I'm not even sure where to start.
Okay,
so
great.
That's perfect.
So why don't you just maybe close your eyes for a minute. Let's imagine it's 2012, January 2012. Maybe you're even here with us and you're celebrating your life coaching practice.
Okay.
And then you could tell us, so just take a look. It's been 2 years since you started your practice, or maybe it's a year and a half, but just take a look and see what's your life coaching practice look like, and then we'll work our way backwards.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Did you get a picture or a vision of what it would be like? Okay.
Yeah. That's all I do is life coaching. I mean, that's all I do. It's all I want to do, whether it's helping different foundations or even corporations.
Are you doing it on the phone? Are you doing it in person?
Phone, person, Skype, all of those.
Okay.
I can do it in my office at my townhouse and even go to their home.
So you do that sometimes? You go out to their home? Okay.
And let's see, I'm thinking anywhere from like 10 to 20.
Wow, great.
Yeah.
So 10 to 20 clients?
Yeah.
Yeah?
And, wow.
How much money are you making?
Oh, let's see.
That's always the best
100,000
question for me. Great. So, so this is great. So 2 years from now, you can look back and reflect. And you've worked with corporations, foundations. You've done it in person. You've done it by phone. You've used Skype. You've gone to places. You've had them come to your office. You've gone to their home. You've done 10 to 20 people as a consistent basis. You're making $100,000 a year.
And then I even I'm invited to speak about life coaching.
And you're a speaker, and you speak about coaching, life coaching. Fabulous. That really lit you up, by the way. That's the most lit up I've seen you. I love that.
It felt good.
Great.
Because
A
it's just,
speaker.
Yeah. It's just
Great.
all about sharing life coaching and then maybe seeing where it can make a difference for others and just seeing their brilliance. I mean, I just love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even with their coaching today that I did when I was being taped and just, it's like, just seeing the brilliance.
Yeah. Seeing people's brilliance is
Oh,
so
yeah.
fun. Yes.
They got the answers, and it's just, you see it for them. That's the thing. I see it for them, and then when they get there, that's just rewarding, very rewarding. Yeah.
Well, let's walk back then. Let's walk back to 2011, January 2011. So when you stand in 2011, so that's a year from now. Let's take a look. Let's just do a little survey of what you've done for the year of, no, that would be January 2000. Yeah, January 2011. So what did you do in 2010? What did it look like?
Wow. Just started to network. Yeah, just really network with these different foundations, like the One-to-One and the Girl Talk Foundation, because working with kids, I would love to work with kids. Coach kids.
What's the name of that foundation? That you
Girl
just said?
Talk Foundation.
Girl
Talk
Talk.
Foundation.
Okay.
They're like 13 to 15-year-old girls, and I'd like to volunteer in that foundation, and then also see about talking to them, saying, "Hey, how about doing some life coaching?"
Wow, so this is
Yeah.
great. And then one-to-one, what will you do with them? Volunteer also or not? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's something you do this year. You would volunteer with Girl Talk and with One-to-One. Great.
Yes.
Okay.
And
What
then-
else did you do?
Actually, just stepped out and talked to people that know I'm a life coach, and say, "Oh yeah, I need you, sometime, someday, Oh, I'll have to call you sometime," and then reach out to them and go, "When do you want to start?" Just be that assertive in a sense. I've seen it demonstrated, and just say, "When do you want to start?" I have had one person email me back.
That's so good. That's so good. So you'd ask people directly, just like Dave said, he thinks that's the most effective. You just go to people, tell them, they'd be calling you back. Okay.
Yeah.
So how many clients did you have in 2011? You volunteered, you did coaching with those organizations, and you got some clients, I'll bet.
Yeah, I'd say about 5.
So 5 clients?
Yeah.
Okay. For how long? 1 month, 2 months, 5 months?
6 months.
6 months, great. So 5 clients. Okay, good. Now let's shake this all up. Now let's start from here.
Okay.
Now, so now we have a goal, right? We have a
Yes.
goal for this year. It's to get 5 clients for 6 months, gain experience from one-to-one coaching,
Yes.
gain experience from Girl Talk coaching, and now you're ready to move forward. So now let's move into the year. So
Okay.
what do you want to do? Yeah. And and how much money do you want to make this year?
That's right.
So 5 clients, 6 months.
Let's see. Wow. I'd like to make. I'd like to make 50,000. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Make a little bit more than what I had been making.
Yes.
My job.
Yes.
Yeah. And still will get a job to keep income coming while I'm building my life
Oh, great.
coaching.
So you'll
and
get a job
get
also.
a job, yeah.
Okay. We'll just put that to the
yeah.
side.
Looking
and-
for
yeah.
something like a project
Okay.
of something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So you'll have a
Benefits
job
and
and
that
you'll
sort
do
of thing,
this.
But I'll do it more. I realized that my previous job probably was a crutch so that I wasn't building my life coaching business. So that's what I say. I want to go into more of a short-term assignment type thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
so
got
that's what I want, is short-term assignment, more project-oriented, kind of just working on that, item, and then doesn't pull me away from the life coaching,
Great.
pull my energy
Yes.
so much.
Yes, so you can really dedicate yourself to those 5 clients
Right.
for 6 months at least,
Yeah.
and do
Yeah.
your other volunteer coaching.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, let's do a little. Yeah, that was good. So let's go to work.
Okay.
Let's get at least 10 things that you can do to build this coaching practice.
Okay.
So you walk away from here with 10 things that you can do.
That would be great.
Yeah, okay. And,
Okay.
and you've thought of some things, so you can say those if you want, but I'd love it if you'd say things you haven't thought of.
I haven't thought of.
Yeah. So one was speak about coaching. I'm going to start you there.
Okay.
Be a speaker, to speak about coaching, tell people you're a coach, talk about coaching. So that's one thing.
Okay.
So now I'll give it to you.
No. Oh my gosh.
Any place. You got so much you can do. Anyone.
Oh no. Wow. Let's see. So if I did know.
If you did know, what would you do? Because here's the thing, I know you know. I know you know.
Well, I'm thinking speak to other coaches and how did they get started, and
Great idea.
yeah,
Great
how
idea.
did they? Where do you start? I mean,
Yeah.
what are the things? What are the basic things you really need?
I'll give you one.
Okay.
Okay, we'll go back and forth a little bit, okay?
That'd be great.
Get a client.
Okay.
It's so great. You get a client, you figure everything out. How should I
After
bill
really-
them? You'll figure it out. How
Yeah.
much should I charge? You'll figure it out. If you get a
Okay.
client, you'll figure it out.
Okay.
So that's the best, I'm giving you my best shot, is,
I can
is
see
get a
that.
client and have them pay you. Get a client that'll pay you,
Yes.
okay?
Yeah.
So that's a good idea.
Okay. That is the goal.
Yeah. Okay.
To get that. Yeah, and I can see where I can let the other stuff bog me down to, like, how do I have to have certain things in place, because I'm very detailed and want to be organized, and I have to have this in place, I have to have that in place. And so just learn as I go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Learn as you go.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, and so that client asked, who else do they know
Yeah.
that I could talk to, or
Right.
that they would recommend, or, so that would be another thing.
So get a referral from them. So then I'm going to expand that to say, how about getting a referral from everyone you know? It's called Announce Yourself. Yeah, you like that one, right?
Yeah. Oh, another thing that I thought about, and I just haven't done yet, is to have what I'm calling a launching party. Like, invite all my friends and everything there to my townhouse, and just have a launching party, and then just kind of say, this is what I'm doing.
Great.
Yeah.
So when you picture this in this whole year, you're gonna have clients for 6 months. When's the launching party?
March comes to mind.
Love that. Launching party. Okay.
Yeah.
You're doing great, because you're gonna get a client. You're gonna do the launching party where you tell everybody and ask for referrals. You're going to figure it out as you go.
Right.
You're going to maybe speak about it. That's if you do all these things. Speak to other coaches. How did they do it? So you know lots of other coaches, right?
Yes.
And you know everybody here, so you can pool and
Great
ask
community.
them. Okay,
Yes.
great. What else?
Yes. Wow. What else? Phew. Of course, pray about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Pray about it. Yeah.
Yep.
The whole law of attraction and all of that. Yeah. Be really in tune to that. Yeah.
What is that for you? I love law of attraction, but what do you mean by that? Like a vision board, or
the whole turning a thought, depending on, my thoughts, where are my thoughts leading me, and then really being aware of where are they, and turning it positive. Yeah. And it's funny, I'm doing the money and law of attraction right now, and you know what? Money is the smallest part of the book, so it's not all about the money.
yeah.
Yeah, it's the law of attraction, and just allowing, the law of allowing.
I like that.
Yeah, law of allowing. Goodness. What else?
Well, let's just take a few more minutes. So we just reviewed how we're doing, but I'd really love it that you'd be able to walk out of here and you would know what to do next.
Okay.
That you'd have some to-do items.
Okay.
So what might you do in January towards putting your practice together?
I could get that client. Yeah, respond back to the person that responded to me, and
That's
and
really a
anybody
good
else
one.
that
Yeah.
other ones that I've spoken to before, and say, hey, when do you want to get started? Yeah. So I have 2 or 3 that I could call.
So make those calls, okay? In
Make the
January,
calls,
make
yes.
those calls, okay? All right. And then in February, so let's say we're going to have a client by March. So what maybe even more? Maybe I'll have 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Okay. What else would you do?
That's a good question. What else?
Or just stop, maybe stop now and see if there's anything else you want to do with me before we end. Are we on the right track? Is there anything else you'd like?
just make it simple, fun, light. You know, I just love to have fun and make it light and celebrate. And journal. Journaling really is, I love to journal. And I don't always give myself permission to journal, so just journal. Journal more.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just when I'm thinking anything, everything, and just write it down. Yeah.
Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. I can even imagine a special life coaching journal, you know, like to launch you on this path.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
A friend gave me a journal, so she says, you have to journal in it now. And
Oh,
so
beautiful.
I have one
So you have
yes.
it. Okay.
Yes.
So journal in it.
Yeah, and do some visioning in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because one of the nuggets that I watched was about visioning, and it's like, oh, I did that so many years ago. I forgot to put that, to use that, and how that really helped me before to visioning, and I ended up with what I had visioned. And I went back to the thing of that showed up and that showed up, and yeah, so to really, you know, what kind of clients do I want? You know, how often are we going to meet? All of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Man, it's the best thing I know to do is because I think you have it all inside of you, and when you start talking and you start writing, it's going to come out, and then you just go to work and you're going to manifest it. Yeah. And then you can do the hard part of the work of, you know, all that other stuff you have to know about. How do I file taxes and all that stuff. Yeah, you'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's beautiful, and I'd love to, if you need anything, just give me a call.
Okay.
I mean, seriously, it's my favorite thing to do, to assist people to become life coaches. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding you. It's my favorite thing to do. Cool. So I would love to.
Then this was perfect.
Yes, it was. Well, good.
Yeah. Wow.
And I can see out there 2 years.
Yeah. It's gonna be great.
That's so good.
I love it.
Thank you.
I'm complete.
Thank you. Wow.